Her hand was cold when she grabbed mine. Burn the Red Barn before anyone sees. Those were her last words. Not a confession, a command. 12 years. That's how long my ex-wife kept me away from her family farm. Every time I asked to visit, she'd say she needed privacy to heal. I assumed it was grief. Maybe guilt over how our marriage had ended. I never pushed. Now she was gone. And the property was legally mine again. I stood at the end of the long gravel road, watching the Red Barn rise through the fog. It was the only building untouched by time. Freshly painted, too clean. I told myself I'd call the fire department in the morning and let them handle it. But curiosity burns hotter than fire. So I went to see it for myself. The house was exactly how I remembered it. Cold, perfect, staged to look alive even when it wasn't. Inside, the air smelled like lavender and dust. A photograph of her sat on the mantel. She looked peaceful. Almost holy. She'd always been good at appearances. I poured a drink and walked outside. The night was still heavy. The Red Barn waited in silence, its door slightly ajar like it was breathing. I should have turned back. Instead, I pulled the handle and stepped inside. The scent hit first, not decay, not rot. Something chemical. Sharp. Sterile. Rows of metal shelves lined the walls covered in labeled jars. Infant formula, medical gloves, notebooks dated over a decade. And in the corner a crib. Empty but clean. Fresh sheets. I wanted to believe she'd just been hoarding remnants of the past, memories of the family she lost. But then I saw the photographs taped to the wall. Children. Different ages. Different faces. None of them ours. I drove back to town before sunrise. The local sheriff, an old friend, was still on duty. I didn't tell him what I'd seen. Just asked a simple question. Anyone report missing kids around here? He frowned. Not in years. Why? Just curious, I said. When I got home, I tore through her files, the farm's finances, her clinic records. She'd been running a small midwifery service before we divorced, supposed to help women who couldn't afford hospitals. But the payments didn't match the client list. Too much money. Too little documentation. Then I found a hidden drawer. Inside were letters, dozens of them, all from women. Each one filled with gratitude, desperation, and confession. She hadn't been delivering babies. She'd been taking them, selling them. And the Red Barn was where she kept the evidence. My mind felt like glass, every image of her shattered at once. Her laugh. Her warmth. All lies. I went back to the barn that night. The wind howled through the gaps in the wood, whispering her name. I pried open the floorboards. Underneath were boxes wrapped in plastic. Inside, birth certificates, forged adoption papers, unsigned contracts. But one file stopped me cold. It was labeled with my name. Inside, a photograph of a baby. The date matched the year she claimed to have miscarried. Only the hospital record didn't exist. The baby hadn't died. She'd given him away. Our son. I didn't burn the barn. Not yet. I called her lawyer and told him to meet me at the farm. When he arrived, cheerful and unsuspecting, his smile vanished at the sight of the documents spread across the table. I thought these were destroyed, he said quietly. I looked up. You knew. He hesitated. She said it was for the best. The mothers wanted to forget. The babies got good homes. I stared at him until he looked away. Then I handed him the file with my name. Find him, I said. And if you tell anyone what you saw here, I'll make sure this place burns, with your reputation inside it. He left without another word. It's been 6 weeks. The authorities think I honored her last wish, that I burned the barn. They don't ask questions. But I didn't. I locked it. Every jar, every paper, every secret she built. Sometimes I stand by the gate at night, watching the faint red glow of the paint under the moonlight. I still don't know what's worse, what she did, or that part of me understands why she did it. Grief makes monsters of us all. But monsters deserve witnesses. I won't burn the barn. I want the world to see it. Let the truth rot in the open air, just like she wanted it buried.